Good morning, gentlemen and ladies. RSX Squishy here, and for today's video, I'm finna be talking about aim resist and skill-based damage. Now, if you guys can, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Really helps me out, trying to get to 2,000 subs. Also, follow me on Twitter and Twitch. Same username, SquishyRSX. I'll be doing a giveaway for $50 PSN or Xbox gift card by the end of January. So, yeah, subscribe. Anyway, let's get started with the video. So, I've been wanting to touch on this subject. I've been seeing a lot of other content creators talking about it, and I've always felt like I've noticed it for myself, but I just never really take the time to, watch my own clips and study them. Now, recently, I want to play this clip for you guys. I experienced two things, which the first one I'm going to talk about is aim resist. And if you guys don't know what aim resist is, it's essentially when you try to lock onto an enemy, and it makes it harder for essentially your crosshair or your sight to lock onto the enemy. Kind of like if the enemy had a magnet, and every time you try to hover over to them, it takes a lot more, power, or not power, of force from me moving my thumb over to be able to lock onto them. Now, this happened to me. I honestly feel it happens to me a lot more recently, and I always feel like it happens after I have a really good game. Now, other things such as the lack of aim assist, I've also noticed, especially when I'm sniping. Sometimes it feels like I have no aim assist, and as I'm hovering my crosshairs over players, it doesn't seem to have any sort of sticky effect as to what normal aim assist is supposed to have. Now, I don't want to get into a debate whether aim assist is overpowered, but it is definitely inconsistent. Now, normally, sometimes I feel it where it locks onto an enemy the way it's supposed to. And no, it's not like aimbot, but where it kind of has like a sticky feeling and I can kind of control it. But for the most part, it doesn't. And just like I said, I feel like when I have really good games, I seem to get less aim assist and more aim resist. In this clip, by the way, that you're going to be, or that you can see or whatever, it's harder. And as I was playing and as I was playing on this clip, I wasn't able to lock onto the enemy until I added more force to my thumbstick, which it felt like it was like stuck almost. And another thing that you might not notice is that I am shooting at the enemy and I don't get a single hit marker. Now, this brings me to the topic of skill-based damage because, like I said, I do notice it when I play really good that things like this seem to happen. And normally I would blame it on lag or something like that. But the problem is that the patent for skill-based matchmaking has been leaked a while back. And one of the things that they like to state on there is that they do like to mess with your, I don't know if it's damage output, your lag, whether they add more lag or something, but they are messing with your damage and your guns in real time. So imagine just that you're playing and you're playing really good against your teammates and everything, or against your enemies or whatever, and every time you shoot, it just, for some reason, doesn't count the first bullet. That is a huge advantage to the enemy because essentially a lot of gunfights, when you both shoot at the same time, the difference between you winning that gunfight is one bullet. And it's so stupid to me that the game is in real time messing with your damage output and your damage stats or whatever it is, just to try to give advantage to somebody else because they're not as good as you. The game should have a skill gap, and there's no reason why Activision has to be shady about this. It pisses me off even more because they don't like to openly talk about it. Obviously, if they talked about it and they said, hey, you know what, if you play really good, you're not going to have as strong of a damage or your lag is going to increase. And obviously, that's going to piss a lot of people off. And the people that only really know about this are the ones that really dig into the game, go on Twitter, watch all the other videos in terms of like in-depth stats and everything. So the majority of people don't know this, and the silent minority is the very outspoken one, and Activision refuses to talk about it. The more I play this game and the more I find out about this game with little shit like this, it's just everything is hidden. A lot of people, like I said, still don't know about it. And this thing is happening to them in real time. But everything happens so fast that you really don't notice it. I don't know, like I keep seeing a lot of stuff. I've been watching a lot of videos from other content creators like Blame Truth, Exoghost. I don't know if you guys follow them, where sometimes the enemy kills them in like 1 or 2 bullets and it feels like the enemy is playing in hardcore mode, but then when I shoot an enemy, it feels like they got 3 plates on in multiplayer. It is completely ridiculous that the game, essentially gaming industry, is getting this far back, or this far, what do you call it? I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. But does Activision actually know what they're talking about? No. So I guess we're even on that part. But I don't know. I want to know if you guys have experienced your own share of, I don't know, skill-based damage or aim resist or lack of aim assist. And again, I'm probably going to be talking in a different video in terms of aim assist and whether I think it's overpowered or not. Spoiler alert, I don't think it is. But again, it's so inconsistent, and there's just too many variables in this game that are changing real time that they don't tell you about and are affecting your gameplay. If you guys didn't know, another variable that happens is if you end up buying a skin, it tends to put you in easier lobbies. And if you want to know why, it's because if you buy a skin and you're a decent player, it puts you in crappy lobbies, so other players that are crappy and see, hey, that guy with that new purchase skin that just came out is really good. Maybe I should buy that skin too. And then whoop-de-doo, they go and buy it, and then they suck just as much. And yeah, so it's essentially a repeating cycle, just trying to get everyone to buy more skins, buy more fucking shit in the game when the game doesn't even work. This also seems to be prevalent in Warzone 2, and I've noticed it, honestly, even up until Modern Warfare 2019. And I'm talking about everything from skill-based damage to aim resist. But I feel like it's really hard to test for these things, and it's really hard for there to be like a control group to be able to test it, because you can't really, you know, go into a multiplayer game against other people. You can't really go into a private match to test it out, because private match values sometimes tend to be different from actual multiplayer values. So again, it's really hard to test it. Hopefully someone like Exclusive Ace or someone is able to go into depth on this. But like I said, let me know if you guys have any experience with this. I would really appreciate it. Maybe I can do a follow-up video and see if anything's changed, or with more stuff that I find out. But again, you guys go on Twitter, you guys type in skill-based damage and something, you'll see a lot of examples. You know, there's a lot of Reddit threads talking about this. So I don't know, the more I haven't done a review in just a few days or a video, just because I'm so bored of this game. I still have to wait until February 1st, by the way, for Season 2 of the Battle Pass, which I hope it has fucking 4 new multiplayer maps minimum, and not a recycled freaking map from fucking Modern Warfare 2019 that I already played for the last 3 years. So anyway, if you guys have been watching the video, again, thanks for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitch, Twitter, TikTok. Again, SquishyRSX is my username. And thanks for watching. Have a good one. Good night.